Oh my god, look at this. All this chemical is just here, completely exposed. You can see the plastic is completely deteriorated because of the sun, because it's been here for like a year, maybe more, with chemicals inside. There needs to be accountability. This is polystyrene. They come here and poison all the vegetation. As you can see, everything is completely dead here. This is actually a crime against nature. I live right by the tube, and we noticed that just everything was starting to die. There were strange vats with chemicals by the side of the fence, on the side of the tube line. I emailed Transport for London to ask them to remove these vats, and they just ignored us. A year later, they were still there. I emailed them again, what's happening, like all our grass is dying, all the plants are dying. And then I noticed that someone had removed one of them. But as I looked over the back, over the fence, I saw that one of the vats was just tucked away behind the fence, kind of hidden. Obviously not expecting anyone to see it, but I did, and that's where I decided, these guys don't care. If I want to look after my local space, then I need to just go and do it myself. You can still see the blue liquid. So this was full of blue stuff. You can see the plastic is completely deteriorated because of the sun, because it's been here for like a year, maybe more, with chemicals inside, just standing out in the sun. So yeah, it's definitely chemicals, because read that there. Merlin chemicals, whatever that is. Yeah, so that's been nicely, I thought it had been removed, but they've just literally put it behind my house and just let it all seep out into the ground. So yeah, I've taken matters into my own hands and climbed over the fence to get this stuff. I mean, this is really done by people who obviously don't give a shit about nature, about anything. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a spring clean now, because as you can see, there's just loads of crap here. Yeah, thanks guys, this is great. Yeah, so I'd reported 2 of these containers, and they obviously dumped one of them by my house, which is just there. It's just so much crap here. They come here and poison all the vegetation. As you can see, everything is completely dead here. This container, which I just showed you, was over here for about a year. So they removed it and dumped it behind my house, and it all spilled into the ground. And then there's another one up there, which they haven't bothered with, so I'm just gonna go and get that myself now. It's pretty steep. Oh my god, look at this. So this is exactly what I said. This has been out here for so long that the plastic, because it's been in the sun, the plastic has completely deteriorated. Look, you can just snap it. And all this chemical is just here, completely exposed. I mean, I am f***ing furious. This is definitely, see here, harmful. Yeah, this isn't me being a green hippie, being paranoid. This is f***ed up. So, okay, well, I was going to pick this up and move it, but obviously I can't, because this is I can't I can't carry this. So yeah, I will be reporting this. I'm going to climb back down now. While I'm here, I'm going to do a litter pick because there's just so much crap here, and we've got loads of wildlife here, which is a miracle considering how much shit is going on over here. I'm so angry. And I have reported this to TfL. I have tried to do this in a legal way. But they've just said that this is someone else's problem. So I'm just doing it myself now, because if I don't do it, no one will. I'll be sharing this, and I hope you are as shocked as I am, because this is beyond ridiculous. Also, Ealing supposedly declared a climate emergency, so that obviously means all. Sorry about the language, I'm just absolutely livid. Right, sort this out. In the response I got from TfL, I was told that the VATs weren't the responsibility of TfL, that they belonged to another contractor, and that they were sure that there was harmless chemicals in there, which obviously, judging from what's on the VATs, is nonsense. And they also said that the chemicals they use, well, they said that the spray they use contains some chemicals, but that it's negligible, that I didn't need to worry about it, and yeah, basically just to go away. So I'm just, while I'm here, this is polystyrene, and like, this stuff is not coming, like, my house is right there. This stuff is not coming from my house, okay? There needs to be accountability. There need to be people cleaning this shit up. So I'm doing it now, trying to do a good thing. But I think this is actually a crime against nature. Gloves, you know, like most of it is plastic, most of it is like toxic stuff. So I'm just doing it now. This is literally like 5 seconds of, well, like 5 minutes of litter picking. Yeah, I'm pretty appalled. When I started picking up all the rubbish, looking at it, at first I thought it was just stuff that had been blown there by the wind, or you know, things that like wildlife drags out. You know, if it smells like food, then they think it's food and they drag it to their homes. But it wasn't at all. A lot of it was clearly from contractors who'd been there. It was clearly stuff that was dumped there by workmen. So as well as killing plants with some sort of chemical spray, leaving those 2 dodgy looking containers with chemicals inside to disintegrate in the sun, even though I'd asked them, you know, ages ago to come and get it. They're now also not helping keep it free of litter and, you know, dangerous stuff, you know, plastic, loads of glass, containers wildlife can get trapped in, and chemical things. They were just dumping cable ties, strings from the, you know, the weed trimmers that they're using, spray cans. And this is kind of stuff that was starting to affect my own garden as well. I could tell that by the side of the fence, plants were starting to droop and sort of wither away. And I was like, why is this happening? And yeah, it was clearly because of all the chemicals that were being dumped there, all the spraying. So another nasty surprise while I'm doing my clean up here, which is looking a lot better already. They've gone and poisoned all the vegetation behind here. So as you can see, this is now completely dead. Don't really know why. You can see this is what it's supposed to look like. and the bees are absolutely loving it. We got birds in here, foxes, all sorts. But now they've killed it. So great. So I've been trying really hard to re-wild the area. Obviously everybody knows that we're in a massive biodiversity crisis. We're losing all our bees, our butterflies, all our insects. So I've been planting all these seeds, and luckily it's starting to recover. We've now got lots of crickets, even grasshoppers, and yeah, it's all starting to look a lot better. I just couldn't believe that when I went outside that there were men spraying weed killer again. I told them to stop. They said they were under strict instructions from LUL, which is London Underground Limited, which is part of TfL, Transport for London. And they said they'd been told to do this and that I couldn't tell them to stop because it was private property. I just cried and rang the police. They did stop in the end. I mean, the contractors themselves were really nice. It's not their fault that TfL are telling them to go and kill stuff. I'm just really calling on everyone to help and support a complete ban on weed killer everywhere, really. There's no need for us to do this, you know. Just a bunch of flowers and some wild grasses aren't a threat to the integrity of the tube line. It's total nonsense. And I just, you know, please write to TfL, write to your councillors, write to your MPs. Like, let's really get a ban on all these chemicals that are being used. We can't be killing things like this. We need to look after the insects, the wildlife, ourselves. So yeah, please help me and stop people, companies, TfL, everyone from using these kinds of products. We know that TfL have a really horrible relationship with nature. Last year they came and chopped all the trees down, and they're doing it all over London. This kind of relationship with nature is no longer acceptable. We need to cherish nature, not just because it's nice or pretty or fun, but because we rely on it as a species. So yeah, please help and support in any way you can. Thank you.